Automakers are hitting a roadblock. Their sales have hardly budged over the past decade, and their stocks have done even worse. So auto companies are now branching out beyond cars to boost profits. This is the cover story this week, and Barron's senior writer Al Root joins the panel. Thanks for coming on, Al.
Jack.
So that's a great story. It seems to me like the automakers are basically using the Gillette philosophy. You give away the razor at cost, and then you charge for the blades. In this case, more exciting than razor blades.
Yeah, and it's enabled by software, right? So cars are getting smarter, there's more chips, they're more phone-like. We have giant iPads glued to seemingly every new car. So it's that holy grail of recurring revenue, right? You sell the car once, but then you have some sort of ongoing relationship.
Starting with infotainment.
Yeah, so infotainment, right? The best example of this is like Tesla. They charge you $10 a month for premium connectivity. That's the thing that will let you stream Netflix in park. And, all of those apps and maps and things like that you will be accessing from that screen. The car will have to have some connectivity to a cellular network. That's one of the things they want to charge for.
They're also going to sell car insurance.
Yep. So they believe that based on driving behavior, right, they will be able to either underwrite or give the data to an existing underwriter to offer, better insurance, better underwriting, cheaper products. So that's another one they want to do.
And of course, for years, we've been talking about this thing that's always off in the distance, autonomous driving. It never seems to get here.
Holy grail, white whale, whatever you want to call it, right? So it probably is 10 times the size of the opportunities the other two. And but really, you should think about it as driver assistance, right? We have driver assistance products, lane keeping and adaptive cruise control. As that gets better, and as cars can upgrade that on the fly via software updates, they are going to hope that you will be willing to pay a monthly fee for that ability to upgrade.
And they got rid of Carplay, which kind of bums me. I would not buy a car without Carplay.
So here's the thing. So the Carplay
is GM we're talking about.
GM, right? So, and they took a lot of flack from this. Actually, GM gets a bunch of calls like, are you taking it from my existing car? No, it's mostly on new cars and mostly new EVs, right? And it's not that they aren't going to enable those apps, right? But it's kind of like they say, why would I plug my iPhone into my iPad? So this giant thing on the screen, their map product is going to be based on Google Maps. Google Maps will be there. Waze will be there. Yeah, you'll have access to the Android store. So it's kind of like, just changing of technology.
Phew.
So I want to go to something you were talking about before, which is the autonomous driving and the insurance. Because full-on autonomous or driver-assisted, if there's an accident, who becomes liable? I mean, does that change the dynamics of the insurance industry?
A couple of things. So yes, it does. But, we don't have autonomous vehicles yet, right? So it's still probably many, many years away, despite any statements from Elon Musk or anything like that. So when we have our first autonomous car, there'll still be 275 million non-autonomous cars, and they'll get in accidents, and they'll still have to be property and casualty insurance. So it's a long problem for the industry. But even if everything drives itself, the owner of the asset is still going to have insurance, right? So Waymo has insurance on its self-driving taxis, right? If there's an accident and you're injured in the back of a Waymo, there's an insurance product for that. So the owner will provide the insurance.
So, Al, these are big changes that are happening. Where do I put my money if I want to invest in it?
Well, Eric dealt with this, our colleague Eric Savitz, who dealt with this in a very insightful story. He was focused on the chip makers, right? Cars are getting smarter, more chips. How are you going to connect? How are you going to process all this data? So, he had the two I like, two that are well known, not necessarily, I'm not qualified to talk about valuation, NVIDIA, Qualcomm. There's other ways to play that in terms of a supplier, like natural language AI company Cirrus, right? So one day you'll say, hey, my car, order me a burger from Five Guys. That's their product. And like traditional suppliers like a Visteon.
And what about the car companies, Ford and GM?
So Ford and GM, right? So Ford and GM, it's a moonshot, right? So take GM. GM, but 160 billion in sales, 10 billion in EBIT, 10 to 15 billion in EBIT. Maybe they could get $1 billion in operating profit from the infotainment, maybe $1 billion or $2 billion from insurance, maybe 20 billion if they solve the full self-driving autonomous vehicle stuff. So you're talking about huge opportunity if they do it.
What did we learn, if anything, from Tesla earnings? The stock went kablooey. What happened?
Kablooey was a terrible quarter.
Yeah.
Right? And at the worst worse telling, we learned it's just a car company, right? Their operating profit margin was 11%. That's 1 percentage point better than Toyota did in its most recent quarter. They're supposed to be this new car company. So very bad. But to tie it into this, Elon was actually saying, you know what, I don't even care if I make, didn't say this exactly, I don't even care if I make money on cars because I'll sell full self-driving software someday.
It sounds bad if you're in the car business, but okay.
So, I think actually some of that was a little surprising and shocking to investors to hear, like, I don't care if I make money on cars because I'm going to sell self-driving software.
Yeah. And I'm going to take away Jack's blue check and your blue check as well. But that's,
no more
that's
blue
a different story.
I feel like half a man without my blue check.
I'm paying because I thought I had to.
All righty. Well, thank you, Al, for coming on. We'll pick up the tab for that.